Hatred is the most powerful, intoxicating indulgence. We can stay drunk on it for ages. I've hated some people for decades, and even people I don't personally know. In those cases, I seem to detest the very thought of them or what I read in the news or history books. Sometimes we are gifted hatreds. Our parents or some other powerful influence share their misery and anger with us and pass on this questionable legacy, and we dutifully carry out the family tradition. The Hatfields and the McCoys, the Montagues and the Capulets, the Jets and the Sharks spring to mind, fully armed and ready for battle. What is the nature of this toxin, and what, if anything, can or should we do about it? Of course, the ancient issue of us versus them is at the core and one of the things that sells lots of tickets to sports arenas, but there's more. We humans seem to need a ready excuse to blow some steam. The daily exigencies, the accumulated frustrations, incompletions, the petty and large failures, they pile up and drive us close to mad. Then, oh look, there's that old rascal, Sally, bad girl, Sydney, bad guy, standing by, waiting on the shelf for me to resurrect and rage against. If nothing else, if no one else, there's always this Mr. Convenience, Mr. Punching Bag, huddling in the wings, ready to take my righteous blows. That's not to say that some people don't deserve our wrath and indignation. A handful of big names rush to mind, Hitler being right at the top of the list, of course, a psychotic madman who through his ego and nothing else caused the deaths of many more than 50 million people, is more than worthy of universal condemnation. But the sad truth is that most of the folks on whom we waste our hatred are just not that important. We'd like to keep them in reserve for that gray afternoon when we're feeling a bit punk and need something to boost our personal value. But really? That loser? Come on. Is he or she really worth all that concentrated, expensive energy? How about going for a swim or playing with a dog or writing a partita? When we ask ourselves what we can do about our addiction to hatred, the first idea that pops out is this very Christian concept of forgiveness. And I would endorse that plan in most cases. For the Hitlers, the Pol Pots, Stalins, and the like, I don't think the notion of forgiveness is even on the table. Forget about it. We needn't spend all day and night carrying on about them, but remembering their atrocities and the sheer weight of their crimes, that it's important, less than our laziness, we allow others to arise like them. As for Betty and my Aunt Tilly and the guy who broke my nose in that high school football game, give it up, move on, find a dance partner. Pickle, hatred, is a powerful addiction, and we would do much better with a lot less of it.